2006 Honda Accord. This is the top of the range car. It's a 2.4 EX automatic fitted with sat nav. But this car is truly very special. This car was owned by a Honda main dealer, probably as a demonstrator, which explains some of the accessories it's got. But it's had just one private owner since then and has an astonishing service history. It's had 10 Honda service stamps in the book, all done by the same Honda dealer from new. Just 46,000 miles on the clock, and it is by far and away the nicest Accord I think I've ever had. Fitted with the higher level rear spoiler, which looks absolutely fantastic on the car, and finished in, it's very hard to describe, it's like a dark black purple. It's just a beautiful colour on the car. So that just waited for the van to go by. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. And the condition of the car's extraordinarily good. I mean, it's not a new car, I'm not going to pretend it is, so there will be the odd tiny little marks somewhere on the vehicle if you look close enough, but you're going to have to look pretty damn hard. It's a shame that the weather's so dull, because it doesn't really do justice to the car. Just come to the front wing here, no marks or dents on there whatsoever. Front alloy is really good, there's hardly any marks on there. You've got Bridgestone, really high quality one. Tons and tons of tread. It looks very recent indeed. All panel again, really nice order. There's no dinks or dents on the car. Come to the rear here again, matching Bridgestone pretender on there. Alloy again is completely unmarked, and there must be like 6 or 7 millimeters of tread as a minimum on there. When you come to the back of the car, you get a true picture of the high level rear spoiler there, which really does set this car beautifully. Tell us a 2.4, you get the twin tailpipes in the back. Look really good. Down the near side flank again, really clean and crisp. Panel work on the side again is in really lovely order. Tyre again on the back, Bridgestone, matching all the others, and the alloy's absolutely unmarked, and tons of tread on it. We normally give the cars a machine polish, just to take any sort of light edges off. This one hasn't actually been done yet, so it's got a couple of very light ones, but honestly, it hardly really merits it. Again, final wheel, again, there's no marks in there whatsoever, and the tyre, as with the others, were absolutely top order. So exterior wise, you're looking at a car in very good condition. Let's go into the boot area of the car here. The big boot in the car's got a 60/40 fold on the rear seats there. And inside here we've got the space saver wheel with the full complement of tools, jack, etc. in the car. So coming to the back of the car here rather, we've got the rear door card, which is all in fine metal. The leatherwork's in really lovely condition. It's a full black leather interior of the car. There's a few of these kicking about with a lighter beige, which is okay, but does tend to show the marks a bit more. Door card on the other side is absolutely perfect, and the back of the seats, which you can take a bit of a battering from feet, again is in really lovely condition. All the plastics in here are excellent. The car is fitted with a full set of obviously original Honda mats as well. Coming to the front of the car now, we've got the driver's door card, which is in absolutely fabulous condition. These silver style inserts, controls for electric windows, and the folding wing mirrors as well. Sill and floor area is absolutely superb. Obviously got electric adjustment for the driver's seat, and the seat itself is in absolutely A1 condition. It's beautiful. Likewise, passenger seat, absolutely top condition. Being an EX model, that means the car comes with the electric sunroof. If you press the button there and tilt that, and then slide it back, and it all works absolutely perfectly. So jumping inside the car now, engine is running. The whole interior is in absolutely superb condition, as you can tell from the video up to now. I love the interiors on these. They're so simple, so easy to use. You've got your big screen sat nav, various other functions attached to it. Further down, controls for secondary controls, access to the 6-disc multi-changer on the EX model as well. Automatic gearbox and heated seat controls there, and this lovely silver trim which contrasts so nicely with the black leather inside the car. Coming across, we've got the multi-function steering wheel, and you've got controls for audio, cruise control, information, and the Bluetooth system on the car as well. Coming forward to the dashboard, you can see 46,130 miles with the engine running, and there's no warning lights on the car, obviously apart from the low fuel light there. Down here, you press the button here for electric folding mirrors, and they all work exactly as they're meant to. This 2.4 version is, I think it's one of Honda's best ever cars. Not only is it typically Honda strong in terms of mechanically, they're utterly unbreakable if you drive them normally, but the engine, the way it delivers its power, is a lot more gutsy than the 2-litre version. Actually delivers better economy in real world driving than the 2-litre versions, because you don't have to drive the car so hard. And it's just a brilliant engine. It's so smooth, you would never believe it was a 4-cylinder. You'd be absolutely convinced it was a 6-cylinder. Just to show you in the glove box here, obviously you've got the owner's manual pack, and there you've got the full set of lock and wheel nuts there as well. So yeah, superb. Coming under the engine bay here, you see the 2.4 VTEC engine. Really nicely laid out engine bay. Honda always do a really nice job of this. Through 2.4. So I keep going on about it, it's an astonishing engine. It's a cam-gate, chain-driven engine, so there's no cam belts to worry about changing either. But we've had it back in excess of 200,000 miles of people in this ride. Still driving exactly like this low mileage. Inside now, we've got the logbook for the vehicle. You can see there it shows the first keeper was the Honda dealer, where all the servicing has been conducted, and then just that one private lady owner ever since then. Scrolling across, we've got a service book here, so you've got 8 Honda service stamps, followed by 2 more over the page, so it gives you 10 in total. The car also comes with a second key with the vehicle as well. This is a video for a Honda Accord. This is the 2.4 EX automatic with 46,141 miles on the clock. Car's registered FD55ZMY. This video should follow on from a walk around video which I did earlier on the car. The point of this video is just a road test of the vehicle, just to show anyone who's going to be coming any distance to come and see us that the car drives exactly as it should, and hopefully to give you a reassurance that if you're coming all that way, you're not going to come see a car which has got any problems at all. First things first, just go through the actual drive of the car. Obviously this is the 2.4 engine. I've had enough of them to know this car drives absolutely beautifully. Engine is incredibly sweet. It's from hot or cold, it's utterly silent. When you start the car up, it's very, very quiet, very smooth. There's no noises from the car, not that there ever has been on any that we've sold. The gearbox is really smooth shifting. It's a typical Honda gearbox, it changes gear really nicely, as you can see there. Very, very smooth indeed. This lovely kind of zingy engine which builds up speed incredibly well. It's a real joy to drive. I genuinely can feel I'm struggling to find any kind of sense of wear in the car at all. The steering's perfect, it's got no vibration from the tyres, it tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no sense of any kind of wear in the suspension when you go over a bump. There's no clunks or bangs or sort of occasionally with a sort of a used car you can get a feel that it's just got a bit of wear in it, it's a bit sloppy. But this feels absolutely as tight as a drum, not just in the engine and gearbox but in the chassis side as well. But it shouldn't come as much of a surprise given just how well maintained this particular car has been. As you know from the previous video, I mean, it's been to say it's been loved is a complete understatement. The brakes are solid as a rock. There's no vibrations, no distortion when you hit the brake pedal. It's a really solid, strong braking on the car. The car's very quiet, and there's no wind seals that have perished, causing any air ingress or whistling or anything in there. So it's a very, very smooth, quiet companion on the road. I do believe that this particular car is something of an unsung hero with Honda. Those that know the car well will know exactly what I mean. That Honda produced some truly brilliant cars which hit the headlines, the Type Rs and the S2000, the NSX, because they produce unbelievable performance, but with rock solid reliability. This car shares all their build. The reliabilities are truly astonishing, and yet it does it in a kind of a Q car way. It's kind of unsung. It's just a really brilliant car. The engine is as refined as any 6-cylinder I've ever driven. There's just no vibration back through the pedal or the dash or the controls when you rev the car. As I said, the way it delivers its performance is fantastic. It's got a lovely gutsy low down urge to it, but then when you keep the throttle planted, it really pulls incredibly hard, as all these VTEC engines do. But I think almost above all, it's just the way all of that combined with a pretty much perfect chassis. It rides comfortable enough without being wallowy. It's firm enough without being hard. But what it delivers is just an unbelievable accuracy to the steering. It's beautifully precise. I truly believe this to be one of the very best cars Honda have ever engineered. The thing is, I think that the 2-litre autos are really good cars. Especially if there's just 1 or 2 people in the car. But I really have a soft spot for this 2.4. It's effortless in the way it performs. It means it's going up and down the gearbox far less often because it's got more torque than the 2-litre. And every one I've owned has delivered better real-world economy than the 2-litre versions as well, because to drive as I drive, which isn't excessively fast, far from it, you do have to work the 2-litre versions that bit harder, and on the motorway you might have to sort of drop down a gear to overtake, whereas the 2.4 just wafts by in top gear without any issues at all. It is pretty much the perfect combination. In terms of obviously specification, as you know from the previous videos, very highly spec'd car. Honda pretty much give you everything for your money. But this particular car, obviously, you've got your big screen sat nav, which wasn't standard on the EX model; it's actually an option. You've got your hands-free telephone, heated seats, electric seats, cruise control, the whole lot. Electric sunroof, electric wing mirrors, electric folding wing mirrors. You name it, it's pretty much got it, and it's a very, very, very comfortable car. As I said, if you're coming to see the vehicle, you could not be disappointed with the drive of the car in any way, shape or form. You really could not. I challenge anyone to find any issue with it. But as I said, the purpose of this test drive today is really just to show you, so if you are coming a distance to us, that the car drives as it's intended to. and as someone who worked for Honda for as long as I did, and I used to sell these cars when they were new, I can genuinely feel virtually no difference between this one and a new or nearly new car. So both myself and Tony used to work for the Honda dealer many years ago now, and we've set up as an independent, but predominantly specialised in used Hondas. We've got a really good working relationship with our local Bristol Honda dealer, who are a superb garage to deal with, but they're also a mine of information to us. They've helped us out on many an occasion. So in the highly unlikely event that you ever had an issue with a car, you've got both Tony and my experience with Honda, but also our local Honda dealer have always been very, very helpful towards any issues we've had with our cars. As I said, given the history of these 2.4s, it's unlikely you'll ever have a problem, and certainly given the way that this car has been maintained to the very highest level, then I don't envisage that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video now. I hope it's been useful to you. If I've missed anything out on the video, please don't hesitate to call. I apologise if I have, but either call or email us, and we'll be happy to talk you through it.